Problem with this game is that it just doesn't... It's way too hard. It's crazy. Hi, I'm Arthur Bueno, and you're watching the Bueno Power Vlog. It is a hot summer day here in the new episode of the Bueno Power Vlog. What's going on, guys? I'm actually making my drive to the Asian supermarket, which is called Adong. It's located in Hartford. And I am going to be buying some lumpia sheets. Wife wanted to go, she wanted to eat some lumpia today, so I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and do that. The prep isn't that bad to do, and since I've gotten pretty good with it over the last few months, I mean, I've been doing lumpia like for a long time, but I think that I've really honed in on my craft on like creating a good lumpia roll. I said, you know what, yeah, let's go ahead and go for it. So that is one of the things I'm going to be doing today, and let's kind of do a video on it and go from there. Alright, so here at Adong Supermarket, and I'm going to try to get some lumpia sheets, maybe a couple of other veggies to add in for the lumpia, and then that would be it. Should be an exciting time. Alright, so this is how I make my lumpia filling. So I start off with a firm tofu block and start crushing it. Get myself some turmeric, spread that all over the tofu, as well as the black pepper. Gotta have that red pepper flakes, man. And some sea salt. I go ahead and start just mixing up these contents inside the bowl. And then it's ready for fry. Side note, I actually use olive oil from almost all of my cooking, so this seems to taste better for me at least. Let that fry up and start mixing it. And I put those contents back to the bowl I used to mix all the ingredients previously. Get myself some vegan beef, and I go ahead and saute that. Do it until it gets a little bit brown, I guess. And I put those contents back in the same bowl as well. I decided to cut up some purple onion, and I don't really usually use purple onion, but you know, it was the only thing that was around the house. And garlic. Gotta have that garlic, man. Stuff is good. I also skinned some carrots. And you know what's funny is I skinned about like 3 of them, and I only needed to use 1. I'll use those carrots eventually. I also decided to saute the purple onion and the garlic too. And not shown is me putting those contents in the same bowl, or actually in a separate bowl. And there's me just shredding the carrot too. And then putting it all together. And this is my lumpia filling right here. And I forgot to do the shot of soy sauce kind of drizzled on the top as well. Not only that, I also decided to do some you know, scallions. Okay, here we are. So these lumpia sheets, I decided to cut them in half. And so these lumpias are a lot smaller. They're actually called Shanghai lumpia. And just cut them in triangles here. Now in this part you would want to separate each sheet. So you lay them opposite from each other. You see that right there. This makes it easier to grab the sheet. And also, it's just how my mom taught me. It's one by one. Alright, here we go. So, you have the arrow kind of facing away from you. You get a spoon, and then you get a spoonful of that filling, right? Just dab it on there a little bit, and this is the fold. You go to the right, to the left. You notice there's a space in the bottom there, right? Then you just tuck. After that, you roll it a little bit, and before you roll it together, dab a little bit of water, and then roll it. And I dabbed a little bit more water in there just in case. And do it again. Have the arrow face away from you. Get a spoonful of filling. Go to the right, the left. Make sure there's a little space in the bottom there. Fold it. And roll it up. Or at least tuck it. And you would do this for a good maybe 30 minutes to 45. Since I have 50 sheets instead of 25, I make a substantial amount of lumpia here. So this is just me just kind of just rolling it up. And yeah, it's kind of boring, but you know, it's also exciting because you get to eat what you make. You get those lumpias, right? You just start frying it. And it doesn't take that long to fry. It's about maybe about 2 minutes or so. And you just do it until it's a good brown there. And that, you know, pretty much does it. Now that's the whole process of making lumpia. There you go. And I actually decided to make some Spanish rice because, you know, Spanish rice. It's so good. Oh my god. So the whole week has been cooking, exercise, and video games. Pretty much nothing else. The whole week has been a very chill week for me. And I'm kind of glad because the last few weeks of me attending those shows have I guess this kind of exhausted me a little bit, but I kind of wanted to just relax and focus on, you know, some of the important things like sleep, my physical stuff like that. Nothing really happened this weekend, which I'm pretty cool with. So from playing video games and from making lumpia, that's really all I've gotten done, you know. But the footage that you saw earlier in the vid of me just playing and whatnot, I actually recently got a capture card. It was company's by Elgato, and I actually got it for a pretty decent price. This is actually a project that I've been working on over the last few weeks, trying to do some research and such, figuring out how I can go about doing some streaming. And I do have a Twitch channel, which I'll link into the bottom. For this reason is because I wanted to do a stream where I would stream for about maybe a good 4 to 5 hours on a game that I've never played before. And this is something that I have been wanting to do for some sort of charity. And I know I've talked about it in previous videos, but showing you the footage from the beginning of the video is what I've been working on. And if you notice that it was kind of a rough little cut and wanted to try it out, me playing it, and you notice that the video game was starting to kind of start and stop, and so there was some of the technical difficulties that I've been kind of dealing with. And it's unfortunate because, you know, seeing it through, you know, the computer and on the TV here that they have, and then it's not really translating that well. It's kind of a problem, and I am just doing a lot of trial and error and just trying to figure it all out. So this is kind of what I've been dealing with over the last few weeks, and hopefully next month I'll have it up and running with, you know, some good smooth streaming. And yeah, so other than that, that's all I've been working on. I've also been changing up my setup here. If you notice here, let me go and just give you kind of a little tour. Now that my Mac is right here on the top, and I have my, you know, junker JVC TV that I bought from a estate sale. Well, actually it's a thrift store, and they do like estate sale treasure kind of thingies. And then there's my you know, my laptop. So doing a little bit of rearranging and just trying my best to sort of make this sort of not only a photo editing and a video editing desk, but it's also an area where I can do my streams and such. So this should be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that I get it going as soon as possible, because streaming is pretty cool. Anyway, that pretty much does it for this episode. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want videos every Monday, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I gotta mention, though, before I go, that this is the 20th episode of the Bueno Power Vlog. And for anybody that has been watching, I don't really have a lot of subscribers, nor do I have a lot of people watching these videos. But I want to say thank you very much for at least taking the time to know a little bit about myself and what I do and try to do. It's been nice and very therapeutic, to tell you the truth, to know that I'm actually out there doing things, because prior to this I would usually just stay home and not really do much. But it's been kind of nice to force myself to go out there and show you a little bit about my life, and I'm kind of happy about that. So thank you guys very much. And as always, thank you for watching the Bueno Power Vlog.